I see why you love, I know, I already had coffee. They're gonna like take me over the edge if I have another coffee. I'll be here like, going crazy. I see why you like this chair so much. It's really comfortable. Yeah. Like you're just chilling at. He sits in this one.
That's my nephew.
I'm gonna steal it, I think. Anyways, what we're talking about, all you gotta know about the booty growth, some myths in there, a lot of questions that I'm asked very frequently on YouTube, and just kind of my take on it and what can help you not waste as much time. I think this is really important. So we're gonna jump into it. The first one being, which is, I see it everywhere, even like big people who say things like this. And it's pretty much when cutting after a bulk that they're so afraid they're gonna lose their muscle, and they always lose muscle during a cut. And people are like, oh, how can you, prevent as much muscle loss? It's a myth. You're not gonna lose any muscle during your cut. If your body has any fat on it, it will never go to your muscle before the fat on your body. So this whole idea that you lose some muscle when you cut, it's not really true. You're losing size, which makes you feel like you're losing muscle. For instance, like say I gained 2 inches on my glutes, measuring it. During my cut, I might lose half an inch, whole inch, and I didn't lose any muscle. It's the fat that accumulated during my bulk. So this idea that you lose muscle, it's not true. Your body has to go through a lot in order for you to start losing muscle. You need to have no body fat. You need to be eating at a terribly low deficit for your muscle to start getting used up for energy. So that's one that I have noticed. Everyone's always scared to cut. I hate cutting because I lose size, but that size I'm losing is fat. Just comes with it. You get used to seeing that fluff, and then you're like, no, stay on the booty.
Just have the fat in the right places.
Yeah, which takes me to number 2, fasting. Everyone says don't fast. Don't do fasted cardio, don't fast, you're gonna tap into muscle, your body's gonna, eat away at your muscle. Also not true. Like I said, if you have fat on your body is gonna use your fat for energy. It's not gonna go to your muscle. So you can do fasted cardio. You can even do fasted cardio during a bulk if you're eating enough, So fasting will not make you lose muscle, not at all. And there are perks and downfalls with fasting during a bulk, because I get people saying, should I do fasting during a bulk? I fasted during my bulks, and the reason I liked it is, one, I gave my body a break from food, which is super important, because you gotta imagine, I have ads playing on my phone. My daughter downloads apps, like games, and I get ads. What was I saying? Why I chose to fast is because I'm giving my body a break from digesting food. I think this is very important because it's kind of rough on the body when you eat a lot. So when you're eating at a surplus and your body's constantly digesting, it's a little bit hard on you. It doesn't give your body enough time to go into healing mode and do other beneficial things. So during my fast, I'm like, my body's like, thank you. I don't have to worry about digesting. And then another thing is, like, the majority of the day I could feel lean, because when you're bulking, as you know, you get like food babies and you feel like gross. So like for half my day I actually feel like a normal human being, and then I gotta stuff my face. That is the downfall. That's where it comes. Like if it's getting in the way of you reaching your total calories that you need to reach in order to reach your goals, you don't want to fast. That's gonna get in the way, and it's just not worth it. But if you can suck it up, I think you'll like it, and you're doing your body a favor. So pros and cons, you just gotta see which one works better for you. What is a realistic amount of gains? Okay, this is a hard one, because you're not only considering genetics here, you're considering how much of a surplus you're at, you're considering a lot of things. So what is realistic? I have gained 6 inches in 4 years. And 6 inches is not, I can't even say it's full muscle, because I got some fat on my body. So maybe 4 inches, maybe an inch a year. And when you think of it like that, I know it sounds crazy, but that's why you gotta wonder. There was a girl, I don't know her name, which I wouldn't have said it anyways because I don't like calling people out. She claimed to have gained 4 inches in 6 weeks. And I was just like, hell no. No, I don't even think if you were using steroids, could you gain that much? Probably not even with assistance
muscle.
of like steroids. I mean, whatever, I moved on. So realistic is hard if you have a booty as it is, or you're gifted in that area. It's probably gonna be easier for you to grow it. How you store fat, that can help too, because, if you start bulking and you store fat in your upper body before your lower body, you're gonna see it slower, whereas, you're the type of girl who gains it right in the glutes and it looks amazing, you're gonna see it a bit faster. So for me personally, I wanna say I probably gained an inch a year. Take what you want out of that, but you're not gonna gain 4 inches in 6 weeks. It ain't gonna happen. Now, isolated workouts or compound. There's this idea that isolated is going to grow your booty more because it's obviously isolating your glutes. However, compound will always be isolated workouts, but you want to do both. You'll see the fastest progress with compound movements like squats. You're engaging a lot of muscles, you're packing on weight. When you do isolated, you can only use so much weight. When you're doing like a one leg raise, a kickback, you can only do so much weight. And you're gonna see a lot of growth if you can add on a lot of weight. So I think both are extremely necessary. Compound is better than isolated, but if you do isolated, what you're doing is you're shaping your booty a little bit better. You're giving it that little extra juice. So just do both, but think heavy. Think heavy when you want to grow. And it's easy to gain strength, so don't get scared to lift heavy. When you're eating at a surplus, you become a freaking beast. And don't worry, you're not gonna like grow massive. I just told you how much I gained in 4 freaking years. So don't be scared you're gonna turn out looking like a man. Usually girls who look like really big, come on, they're steroid users. So don't be worried. It's actually incredibly difficult to gain a lot of muscle mass, which takes me to my second point. It's important that you don't just go into the gym to do the movement. Mind-muscle connection is huge. I think I wasted time because I would blast the music and start thinking about either emails, clients, something, and I'd finish my entire workout. Sure, I'd be sweating, but then I was like, I think I could keep going. Why can I keep going? Because I didn't focus. I didn't actually think about the muscle as I did it. And it's really important to have that mind-muscle connection, because you're really making sure to wake that muscle up and say, hey, are you there? Are you working? Am I engaging you? So take your time during a workout, make sure to really, it's almost like it's a waste. Like one set where you literally, like you just focused on that muscle group is more productive than 3 sets of your mind being somewhere else. So try to think of it like that, because it's really hard for us ladies to gain muscle. So when we go in the gym, you really got to put everything into it when you're trying to build.
So compound is a little bit better because you don't have like squats.
Squats are, what do you mean? Like more?
Like someone told you, I don't feel squats.
Oh, they don't feel it in their glutes when they squat. That is totally normal because it's a compound movement. It's working so many things. And the part of the squat that is most important, I'm gonna come over here really quick. I've done this before in another video, but you're not, no glute, no glute, no glute, no glute. The part of the squat is this tiny little movement here. It's when you go deep enough that you engage those glutes and you gotta push with your heels to come up. It's like a tiny movement. And then the rest is core, back, quads, even your calves, your hammies, everything is engaged. And that's why you see the fastest growth when you do compound movements, because you're just engaging so many muscles.
And when it's weightlifting, you cannot BS it.
What do you mean?
When you're doing air squats compared to...
Oh, and I'm getting there. I am getting there. Let's just move to that one right now. Band workouts and body weight workouts. They're good for, say, a HIIT style thing where, you're trying to either deload or just, get moving. It's great for burning calories. You're not gonna grow mass doing jump squats, and not even really with bands. You could probably grow a little, like a tiny bit, because anyone who starts a fitness journey and starts to weightlift, even if they eat at a deficit, they'll grow a little bit of muscle mass. It's called lean muscle, but you're not gonna grow mass. So it's kind of a trend right now for girls